Alright, hey everybody, this is Kevin in LA. I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday in the parking lot of the 7-Eleven. I don't feel quite so icky. I mean, I still look like shit, but, you know, as long as I can wear a hat, I'm doing alright. Right now, me and E are going to IKEA. No. We're going to IKEA in Burbank.
Yes. The largest IKEA in the world.
The largest IKEA in the world, ladies and gentlemen. The largest IKEA outside of Sweden itself. Because, as we know, Sweden is one big IKEA. It's just, they've just got all the things. You like come through the door and it's like, welcome, have some meatballs. So anyway, what's been going on? I got some like professional things going on that are a little scary right now. It's not bad, and he was really able to help me with like walking through a lot of like the fact that it's like perspective and stuff. Because I gotta be honest, like I've never really believed that anything that I do is good. So when I got this job and they're like, do this really simple thing and we'll pay you $1,500, I was like, that's great. That's not really worth $1,500. You shouldn't have to give me $1,500 for that. But then looking at it, it really kind of is, because I've been worrying about it and dicking around with it for like 3 weeks now. So that's like a lot of time for me to be worried about it. And some of the time I haven't been doing that. I've been playing Skyrim and stuff, but like most of the time I've been like worried about this thing and doing it and trying to get it off the ground, and it's been a real problem. And now I got to go back to them and say, hey, look, it's being a problem. Can we solve it? And they're kind of like, oh, we're freaking, because they're Australians. They're like, oh, we're freaking out, mate, because the whole thing is got to be out next, sometime in the near future, and we can't even do this one thing because it's taking so long and all that. And it's like, and I'm like, well, really, it's the fault of your very expensive and very cheap production company that you hired that shot a freaking banquet with 4K cameras, which really didn't need these great cameras and stuff. It's like, I really don't need to go that far up this dude's nose who's talking, but they did. And so then I have to deal with all that, and it's made it a lot harder for me. And also they gave me all this stuff on one of these little shitty Seagate drives, which I don't trust these like hard drives, these like plug-in USB hard drives anymore at all. Solid state, good, I that's fine, but any hard drive, any moving parts, forget it. It's 2018, fuck that. So the drive died. I don't have all this stuff. I'm sending it to them. They're like, crikey. And then, so the whole thing is just this like kind of nightmare, and I was like freaking out. And then Aaron was nice enough to say, here, I will help you. Whoops, shit. I will help you, and I will go ahead and dictate. I'll write the email to the lady, because I know the lady, and then we'll get it worked out. And that was really cool that she did that. So I'm giving her props. She did it actually twice, because she did it before for another part of it too. So she didn't really need to do the first one, but she did. That was nice of her. Oh, by the way, I didn't win the $1 billion, but I don't think anybody did. So maybe I'll try again. But I figure I was so far off, like none of them numbers even came close, that I figure I don't have a chance. I mean, how would I get closer? So anyway, so there's that. And so once I get all that taken care of, that'll be nice. And then if I have $1,500, that'll be cool, because then I'll have money in my account, and I, again, will just be bored with money in my account. It's actually a lot more exciting to live on the edge of society. So anyway, what I was saying was, so I'm not going to make any money. Like, I'm just like right now, I haven't been screwing up so much. So I've got like less than negative or more than negative, which is good for me. So I don't have anything, but it's definitely, it's good for me. It makes it easier, but it's kind of boring. So anyway, so we're going to IKEA. I don't need anything from IKEA. I'll probably buy some little doohickey, but no, I mean, I don't really need anything. But maybe I'll take some shots in the place and we'll have some fun. So very Shakespearean from this. Like, is this a dagger I see before me? Handle towards my hand. Alright, so we were, where was I? Oh, so anyway, weird thing, it's gonna get hot in this car. Now that he's going in to get some coffee, and I'm going to do this because she doesn't like to listen to me do the podcast or whatever this is. So I was telling you the other day that Paige from Red Dead Redemption, she's basically nobody except that she was this person who worked on Wall Street. She was like an intern, and then she flashed her boobs or something on the internet and got really famous for doing that. And then she became like the porn star of Wall Street, and then came to LA and became a porn star and did all this stuff. And then her story is her story. If you want to know, I'll put a little thing up here and I'll let her tell it. It's a good story. It's interesting. But the thing is, she's not a bitch. She's not stupid. Not that all porn stars are stupid. Look at Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels, if you look at her, if you have seen her, she's on top of stuff. Like, some are just kids who are like, well, I just came here to do this stuff, and they get exploited, and that's horrible. But some of the people are getting this stuff, and it's like, okay, they're smart people, and like just like any other industry. Anyway, so she got into porn, and what she discovered in porn is that she didn't really like doing porn so much. Like, she liked sex and everything, but she didn't like doing it on camera. But so what she really wanted to do was, like, she looked at the porn industry and was like, these people are nuts and they're doing it really stupid, like the way that they're giving people porn is stupid. And I agree with that, because I'm like a dude. I like porn as much as anybody. I mean, maybe not as much as anybody. I'm sure there are people out there who like it a lot more than I do, but like, I appreciate it. I like it. It does it for me. I like whatever I like. I like to see beautiful people doing things that are sexy on film and jerking off sometimes. I mean, it's just it's something that guys do. It's like a release or whatever, But she decided, like, the thing is that she didn't really like the way that porn was being put out there, and it is kind of crazy with the way if you go to a porn site, it's like, whoa, porn is free, what blah blah blah. It's not. It is free, but it's like this whole complicated thing about why it's free. She does a great explanation of that. I'll put a thing, if I can put a thing up there to tell you about that too. Anyway, so she wants to she has this idea that she wants to become an entrepreneur and figure out a new way to get porn to people. And she's basically starting this like Netflix for porn called Vooly. And I don't know why it's called Vooly. I'm sure she explains it at some point, but whatever. Anyway, so I just thought this was a great idea. And I have been working, as I might have mentioned a few times before, for this guy named Brian who does porn. And like, he's a really nice guy and everything. But he's like, I don't understand their business model, because they just like, he just he just does the porn, and like, he'll shoot it on this beautiful stuff and pay these like really famous models and everything, and then he'll go on Fiverr and found me and it's like, hey, for $50 I'm gonna give you these hours of porn footage and would you shoot it? And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. But it's like, what? Like, don't you have a person to do that? Apparently they don't. Apparently that's not how it works. So anyway, I had this thing where I wanted to talk to Paige about, does she, like, why are people so stupid? So one night she was, after she had just gotten a breast reduction, which she did, and she's got a story about that too. It's very interesting. So she decided to do that, and she was like home from surgery, and she like was on all these pain pills, and she said, hey everybody, she was on Twitter, she said, hey everybody, I'm on pain pills. If you DM me tonight, I won't be a bitch and not respond. I might even be really nice to you. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I wrote to her, I was like, what is the deal with these stupid guys with the way that they, you know, shoot all this stuff, like really expensive stuff on these high-end cameras and all that stuff, and then when it comes to editing it and actually putting together a product, they just like find a guy on Fiverr who may or may not be like any good. And as it turned out, I was okay, I was good, I did the jobs for them and I did a good job, but like I could have been anybody. I could have just stole their footage and gone and started my own porn company, but that didn't matter. And she was like, I don't really get the question, blah blah blah, and like, so we went back and forth a little bit, and she's like, oh, but you're an editor? And I was like, yeah, I'm an editor. And she says, oh, well, I need somebody to edit this thing for my, for the thing that we're putting together, for Vuli, like a trailer, I guess. And I was like, I would love to help you with that. I would absolutely love to help you with whatever you want done, and that's good. And so that is what I'm sort of in the middle of right now with her. And as I said, she is a little less together than I thought she was based on her videos, because, I don't know, I mean, life's complicated. I mean, she just comes across really well in these little videos, and then when you're actually talking to her, she's kind of like, I don't know, I don't have any money, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I'm going to help. It's going to, you know, whatever is happening here, you know, I'd like to help you because I believe in it. And I believe in porn, and I believe that porn could be something more than just this like thing that we're all ashamed of and we're doing, and it's like this nasty thing. So anyway, so hopefully that's going to come together, and I just think that it was just this amazing thing, because I'd actually like, you know, I just stumbled across her YouTube page, and I just really liked her videos and thought she was pretty swell. So if it turns out that she and I end up working together and I do some stuff for her, then that'll be really great. And that's like this kind of serendipity of the universe that maybe sometimes happens, because maybe it sometimes happens. But she needs to like straighten up and get back to me about it. If you're watching this page, you need to like clue me in on a few things, and like, you keep asking me about this color grading shit, and I know that you don't know what you're talking about, and I know what you're talking about, and it's not as complicated as you think, and let's just talk about it. So anyway, I'm gonna finish up here because this has already been way too long with the whole IKEA thing. But thanks for listening, and this is Kevin in LA. I'll see you in the funny papers.